kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
53 the mark. 53. Check 53.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
Complete to Cole.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd down.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll begin by running the option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. An unlucky number here. A loss of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. 37 yards. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The 19-yard line.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19. They will run with Singletary. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Again, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 3.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It'll be a gain of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessful.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Mike 22. Mike 22, Mike 22. Hey, come on now, come on now.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bills have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, Allen. He'll bice, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary as the first half is winding down, and the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down. But now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They'll run the option on third and short yardage. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Watch 22, watch 22. All day.
Allen from the gun on third down. On the move to his left. And he's able to find Diggs. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4. At the Chiefs, 47.
They go right back to Singletary. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch 22, watch 22. Hey, check.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
A third quarter now and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
That's the way. Watch 22, watch 22.
Throwing again. Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 10.
Tyreek Hill. 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Harrison Butler.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Their own 49-yard line.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now an option play on 2nd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
On 1st down, Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
14-yard line.
Now a run with Singletary. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Chris Jones on the stop. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
2nd and 8.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Singletary again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Flush to his right, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Back to throw. Allen. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time. Why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Mahomes going to throw it here. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Today's final score, Chiefs 19.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because
looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by 1 here. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Saints nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
4 yards.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cole. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still ready to run.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the end of the first quarter with the score Chiefs 7, Saints nothing.
Here's second and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The quick slant cut, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Breeze able to hook up with Jared Cook, and the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Throwing now is Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
It's a foot race. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Chiefs 14, Saints 6. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the Oakmen. A good-looking return set up here. And it'll set him in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Good.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw is Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Now Breeze. Trying to get to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Gets this one to Hill. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.